The truth, baby. Episode 61 in the building. BG, JC, Howie Roseman's doing his damn thing like he always do. Let's get it.
Let's go.
Zach Bond finally got paid. Let's talk about it. Let me put my car in park. It's a good deal for both parties. Great deal for Zach Bond. You go from making $1.5 million to $51 million, $34 million guaranteed. So let's talk about that number. That's why it's great for the Eagles. It's basically a 2-year, $34 million deal. Where does Zach Bond rank amongst linebackers? Fourth in average annual value at $17 million a year, behind Roquan Smith, Fred Warner, Tremaine Edmonds, and then Zach Bond. Great deal for the Eagles because you're only paying him $34 million guaranteed. Edmonds got $50 million guaranteed. Roquan got $60 million guaranteed. Fred Warner signed his deal first. He got $40 million guaranteed. So it's a great deal for the Eagles because you're only guaranteeing $34 million. Basically, you're saying, give us 2 more good years, Zach Bond. 2 more good years. Great deal for Zach Bond because you go from being a outside linebacker special teams player making $1.5 million to now making, switch the digits, $51 million. Great deal for the Eagles. Great deal for Zach Bond. And Zach Bond played one of the best linebacking years we have seen in the last 15 years. I would suggest since Luke Kuechly won Defensive Player of the Year. I think it was the 2013 season. Win-win for both parties. Shout out to you, Bond. Keep balling.
Going on, everybody, man, and welcome to the very first episode of The Truth, where not all Eagle fans agree on everything, and this is definitely the spot where this shit about to go down.
Oh yes, able. Oh yes, I'm stable. Oh yes, no label. Oh yes, you know me. I have only the best. I'm lonely, but damn, I'm going.
This is why we started this, because of you. We started this. I'm tired of listening to your, fantasy that you living in right now. Always talking about guaranteeing no until proven otherwise. BS.
I'll be number one, working hella hard until I get just what I want. Yeah, rises like the sun. Yeah, fatal like a gun.
You know what I mean?
Hey, I was pretty close last year. We could have easily won those 3 games.
I gotta get through it, and the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing.
Right? Did not beat ourselves those 3 games?
Look, we lost.
Never listen to the no's. I just wanna keep
moving.
Yeah, I put it out as hard. It's my only medicine. Yeah, everything I do, I'm just being genuine. Yeah, I'm sick of being screwed. Feel my own adrenaline. Yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah. I'm grateful, oh yes, able, oh yes, I'm stable, oh yes, no label, oh yes.
Woo!
The Super Bowl champs are back. Whoever thought that this was going to be a bad all season because we got all these great players, but guess what? I feel bad for y'all, man. We are back. We are back. Big news, of course. We saw Zach Bond, man. Big time top 3 linebacker money, man. What, BG? I told you he wasn't going anywhere.
Hey, how we done did it already, man. We still got free agency. We still got the draft. The way this man creates money. You know what I'm saying? He re-signed Saquon Barkley. We just signed him last year to his contract. Yeah. Re-signed him, make him the first $20 million running back ever in NFL history, my guy. He had the best season in NFL history from a running back, so he got paid for it in less than a year. Zach Bond, this time last year, was making $1.5 million, my guy. Now he's sitting on $17 million a year, my God.
Yeah.
Woo!
And the thing is, I think he gave the Eagles a discount. Like, honestly, I really feel like he did give the Philadelphia Eagles a discount. If you heard in the beginning of the show where Acho was breaking it down, how much these top 3 linebackers was getting guaranteed paid from 40, from 50, all that stuff. Zach Bond got $34 million a guarantee. But the most important thing is, man, we have our linebacker, man. Anybody else that's playing next to him, I feel comfortable with. You know what I mean? So we're definitely going to talk about, okay, who should be next to him, you know, because we already know that might be another problem we might have. But guess what? At least for right now, Zack Baun is back, one of the best linebackers in the NFL. To me, he should have won Defense Player of the Year, but I'm glad he got paid, man. That was a big problem.
All of our key marquee players signed to 28 and beyond. All of them now. But Zack Baun here, 3-year deal. That's what, 2028. Barkley's here to 29, I think he is. Or 3 years. Or he had 2 years to a 3-year deal. He already had played one. So 4 more years, 29. You know, you got Jalen Hurts, 28. Smitty, 28. Freaking AJ, 28. Man, the 3 linemen, 28. Man, this team is locked and loaded for the next. I'm smelling dynasty, my God. Jump ahead of myself, and I smell it. I smell it. I smell it, my God. We about to be the new Patriots, my God, because it's what I told you. Jalen Hurts is the next. Jalen Hurts is Tom Brady 2.0. You know what I'm saying? You know, Nick's about to be Belichick 2.0. My guy, like, we got the team to keep winning over the next 5-6 years with all the young players on their rookie contracts. Yeah, we got to pay them throughout. But you not see that? How he created money by re-signing these. It's not like he haven't even touched our salary cap. All he did was add to the salary cap, which is amazing. But I told everybody, when you $70 million underneath the cap, you can still sign players. Being a plus is a plus for Howie Roseman, my guy.
Yeah, man. I mean, look, I can't wait to see what we do in free agency, man. Yeah, we still have a Josh Sweat out there, Beckham and Rodgers, but the one big one that we all wanted was the linebacker position. Every other position, I feel like that we could either fill through the draft or we already got them. Got those positions on the team already, right? So even if Burks don't sign back with Philadelphia Eagles, we got no Kobe Dean or we got Trouter. Even if Rodgers don't sign back with the Philadelphia Eagles, we got Rango, and we could also fill, his backup through the draft. But at least we got a guy that's been on the team for about 3 years now. So I think he's ready to step up. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm Howie Roseman, I'm not going to break the bank to get Rodgers back. I'm just going to give Rango a shot because I feel like with the help we got behind him, with a Gardner, with a Blankenship, you know what I mean, going into the second year in the same defense, we should be okay. You know what I mean? Now it's all about adding depth and not reaching, right? Like we don't have to jump up or trade for anybody because offense and defense, we got the key players locked up, like you said, man. So, right now, look, I'm just saying, I'm going into this carefree, man. Like, the worry is over with. The worry is over with.
I got no worries. I ain't got no worries. Hey, the whole Bond thing, though, for real, if you think this, now we're going to see, was it a 1-year fluke? Because people think about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, this guy did play in the NFL for, 6 years, 7 years, ain't did nothing like what he did last year. Nothing like it. At least Saquon. Saquon broke the all-time rushing record, period. But Saquon's always been a generational talent when he was on the shitty-ass Giants. Everybody knew he had talent. Everybody knew that the Giants were wasting his talent. You know what I'm saying? He kept getting hurt because he didn't have a good offensive line. He kept getting hit behind the line of swimming. Everybody knew these things, but they knew if you're smart, you knew that if you put him behind the line like ours and surrounded with talent like ours, that he was going to run free all over the NFL, and that's what he did. Bond, on the other hand, was a special team ace, a situational pass rusher. And we changed it to middle linebacker the first year, the best middle linebacker in the game, like the best, like number one stats, number one everything. Like he was a dog, turnover machine, interception, left and right, like tackling machine, like everything you wanted in your middle linebacker. And now we locked him up. But now it's like, can he do it? Because this is basically, like he said, a 2-year deal. $34 million, 2 years, $34 million, $17 million a year. Because always the third year's void. You can do whatever you want with that third year. It's basically like a $2 million. So can he do it for 2 more years? And if he does it for another 2 years, you know how much money you really got to pay him? Now you got to give him that number one linebacker. It was good for Howie that he wasn't a star at first because those other guys he named that get paid more than him, they were stars for multiple years. Like everybody knew what they had. You know what I'm saying? Then they got paid because they were young stars. Bond's a little older. You get him basically a 2-year deal. Prove your worth. We made you a star, at the middle linebacker position, prove your worth, and maybe we'll re-sign you in 2 more years if we need to. But we win 2 more championships. I don't think we have to worry about re-signing nobody because we love the dynasty. Because because you can't keep backing that money up. You know what I'm saying? You can't keep backing that money up, or you can, but you can't really keep doing it for a long period of time. You know what I'm saying? That's why I didn't slay things in that situation. But we did this last year with Slade too, guys. Shout out to Darius. Yeah. We did this last year with him. Everybody thought he was gone last year. He almost signed with the Ravens. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was like, I'm this close. But he won his chip.
That was 2 years ago.
No, last year, right? Last offseason.
Was it last year?
Yeah, last offseason we let Slade go and re-sign him on this new deal.
No. That was after the Super Bowl loss. Yeah, that was after the Super Bowl loss. That was 2 years ago.
Was it? It feels like
it was. No, it wasn't last year. It was after the 2023 season. But either way, man, I mean, look, if Slade don't come back, I'm okay with it. If he does come back, now what? Right? Like, now what? Are we keep pushing our young guys back? Rango haven't played, man. He's about to go into his 4th year next season.
But he's still younger than Q.
Yeah, but he don't have a 5th-year option. That's the problem. So if we go into next season with Rango keep coming in on, on special teams or whatever, how do we know what we have in him? How? Like, you're just going to pay him assuming that, he's that guy? He's our second corner?
But that's the same thing. That's the same problem we have with Rodgers, right?
The what?
Yeah, on another team.
No, but Rodgers already was a starter with the Colts. He was already a proven starter in the league. He just got suspended. Like, you know what I mean? But Rango, he never really played 3-4 games straight, 6 games straight, a year straight. So he's just been coming in when somebody get injured. Now, next year, so we have to see, like, to me, it'll be nice if they come back. It'd be nice if Rodgers come back. But what are we going to do when the CB2 corner, not knowing Rango going to his 4th year, but we're just going to what?
So that's two big things I think we do need to start out. Hey, shout out to all you guys. I'm trying to give you guys some salutes while we're in here. Philly. The bond contract was 3 years, $51 million, 34 guaranteed.
Yeah.
Miss Ash, how you doing today? Nina.
What up?
Miss BIRDGANG. We got a cool cat Connor in the building. What up, cat?
Oh, yeah. Hey, y'all know I had to, get my boy the shirt, right? MVP on this right here, man. I had to pop that shirt, man. You already know.
Nina said, yes, it was last year. Yeah, it was last year. That's what I thought. It was last year.
Was it last year?
Daniel, what's up, my guy? But yeah, let's get to it. Let's go. Because we kind of keep moving ahead of ourselves. Start with the bonds. Now we got Bond locked up. This defensive captain's locked up.
Yeah.
Who you think, because this whole Nakobe Dean thing, Nakobe Dean's hurt. He's not going to start probably training camp the way it's looking right now. He's not going to start training camp. Oren Burks is still a free agent going into a free agency. But you got your boy, Jeremiah Trotter Jr., who they so trust in at the end of last season by playing him more and more as the season went along. He started out in that game where the starters sat. And then after that, when we're blowing out teams, got some PT time in there. Do you want to pay? But listen, do you want to pay a guy like Oren Burks to come back and start the season off for Nakobe Dean if you need it? Or do you go ahead and say, F it, let's see how Trotter come back from the offseason. He come back bigger, faster, stronger. You got to think, it's not a rookie no more.
But how come are you okay with sitting Rango, but then trying to throw Trotter in the mix when he didn't start not one game last year with the starters? Burks started. He didn't start unless
he rotated in practice with the starters.
Practice? You talking about practice?
Game, listen, that one.
You talking about practice?
He did start that one.
You talking about practice, BG?
He did start the first game. Nakobe Dean didn't play. He started and rotated in with Burks, but after that, Burks started every game after and played.
Nah, man, Cap. No, we always like, hey, where's Trotter at? Where Trotter at? It was Burks all the way. Burks all the way. So relax with this whole Trotter. Look, we still got time, man.
Right?
We still got time. Yo, you are so, look, you all about the name. You all about the name. You're not about the production. Burks outplayed Trotter point blank. Vic Fangio saw that and practice. According to you, practice. Well, guess what? He wouldn't beat him out if he was that good in practice. We always like, oh my God, Trotter is it. Hey, Dean is hurt. Trotter is the next starter. Shit. Vic Fangio was like, say who?
But the thing about that is, he's a rookie. Okay.
Okay, he got time.
A guy that just came out of the, it was just on a championship team, or you know what I'm saying, and Burks, who been a starter in the league. So yes, of course, you paying this guy. He's making more than Trotter. You're gonna obviously give him the first opportunity. And who says if they're close, the money says, cuts the difference. If they're close, the money cut the difference. That's why Burks played more. But like you said, Burks definitely handles his business for sure.
Yeah.
I ain't know that at all. But I'm just saying, do you want to go and pay another guy? You're saying to stunt the growth. Why not let a guy like Trotter Jr., prove it in the offseason? If he actually goes, like his dad's one of the Hall of Famers, he's going to be working with his dad all offseason long to get better.
You said the same. Look, you said, I'm tired you say his dad. Be quiet. No, man, look, I don't want to hear that crap. His dad not on the field. He's not his dad, okay? Let's just say it like that. He's not his dad yet.
He's better. He's faster.
Okay, so what's wrong with paying Burke? Hey, what's wrong with paying a guy that came and handled his business, NC championship, a veteran next to Bond? And then look, if Trotter beat Burks out in training camp, so be it. But right now, I'm giving Burks the first crack. And he's not going to be that expensive because, once again, he wasn't a starter.
He's going to be more expensive than he was last year.
I mean,
he played well. He took a team, the number one defense that he jumped into for a guy like Dean, and played well throughout the whole playoffs and won a Super Bowl as a starting linebacker. That's going to get you some cash from somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's going to give you some cash. Just like we think, Kenny Gainwell might get a little bit of a bag because he played good. Just like we think a guy like, Milton Williams, he was a third string. Regardless of what we think, he was basically the third string line defensive tackle on our football team that actually, played himself into a little bit more. It's just like Burks. Burks already proved it. He was already a starter on a championship quality team before. He came and won a Super Bowl with us. There's a possibility that someone might.
He wasn't a starter. He wasn't a starter on the 49ers. He came in when Greenlaw got hurt. Like, he got thrown in the fire, whatever. He looked bad. The 49ers let him go. He came to the Philadelphia Eagles as a backup. But he just needed the opportunity, just like Bond, right? But I still don't think that he's going to ask for big cash. We still could bring him back right now. So I don't want to worry about who's going to be next to Bond. Like, look, let's try to get this defense. Let's try to get this defense even better, by keeping the guys that was on the team, that was starting, that's playing next to each other.
Dean will be eventually the guy next to Bond again. The first game of the season. Dean's going to eventually be the guy next to Bond, I believe.
I mean, yeah. Yo, but look, that's the thing, though. What do Howie want to do? Because Dean, next year is his last year. Once again, fourth year, going to the fourth year. He's been hurt every year.
No.
He's been hurt every year. He has not finished a season yet. So Howie, once again, got a decision to make with Dean next year, Rango. Those are the two that we drafted with no fifth-year option.
Mm-hmm.
So
who do you want? Who do you want to start the season off next to Bond?
I already told you. Burks. Give me Burks all day, man. Give me Burks all day because he compliment Bond more than Trotter does. I feel like that Trotter, him and Bond are kind of like, I don't know, like
the same type of player.
Coverage
linebacker.
Yeah, I think that Burks, man, his veteran presence, like the way he plays, man, he's a very, very good second linebacker next to Bond. But Trotter, look, he still got some time, right? He still got some room to grow. So why not? Like, I mean, you don't want to throw Rango out there, but you went to throw Trotter out there because of the name.
No, I get what you're saying. And you got to realize, too, like, Burks does have experience, and he has some years in the league, too, as well. You know what I'm saying? So he is experienced. He has played the defense at a high level. And I think everybody gave Burks a little bit of a hard time because that game he played, where he sucked when Greenlaw went out. But everybody got to realize it's really hard to go.
That's the Super Bowl. That was in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, Super Bowl game, pressure situation. You're not planning on playing. Now you're jumped in the game as a full-time player. Everybody gets torched a little bit. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Because you're not getting that many reps in practice. For a Super Bowl game like that. Greenlaw is one of the best linebackers in the game. He's getting all the reps to get him mentally ready for a Super Bowl. And then you throw him in there, and he did. He shit the bed. But everybody, that's why I wasn't really worried about it this time around, because he's not coming into the game cold. He's been practicing all week, 2 weeks for this. And now I think he's going to be fine going into a football game because he is, a good linebacker. So I don't know. I'll see, depending on how much money Burks won, but I can totally see, how he'll also go on a different route too, because he said some things that will be changes and might not have some of the same players. And you really think about it, at the end of the day, if it's just a temporary stopgap, you can see what you got in a guy like Trotter and see if Dean comes back and is he going to stay healthy for another year. If Trotter goes in and balls out for 2 games, Dean comes back as a starter, and then Dean gets hurt again, you can move off of Dean moving forward and let Trotter keep going.
Yeah, man. Look, if you're Howie Roseman, hey, look, what would you do next year? Like, Dean, this is his 4th year. This is his last year. Mm-hmm. Are you willing to take the chance, paying him, saying, well, I saw enough for the first 12, 13 games. I've seen enough. He is that guy next to Bond. Or you like, hey, just play your last year out. You know what I mean? What would you do?
Like I said, I wouldn't pay him this year. No. I'll let him play it out. Play out this last year. And like you said earlier, he gets hurt too much.
Yeah.
Every single year he's been out. And big injuries. So these aren't little injuries. These are big injuries. Shoulders, leg. Come on.
Yeah, ankle, knee.
Yeah. So it's not like the guy is only dinged up every now and then, miss a game or 2 in a season. When he's out, he's out.
Yeah, he's out. Yeah.
He's done. So I would worry about it a minute before you crown him the other linebacker, of course. But like I said, a guy like Trotter Jr., depending on what kind of offseason, I just know a guy like that, especially being a rookie, and he did contribute something. He's made some plays for us, special teams. He made some plays when he was in at linebacker. You got a full season under Vic Fangio. Now you're coming back into your 2nd season. They said last year that he was one of the smartest guys in that linebacker room to start, So why not? Why not see, can you bring those smarts? Now it's your 2nd year in the system. Can you come put it all together and make some big plays for us? Because I think that was going to be the biggest thing. If they didn't sign Bond back, I was thinking that they probably felt really comfortable with a guy like, Trotter Jr. Because defense is stacked, dude. You can miss one player. I still believe that if we didn't sign one player, we could honestly get that shit rolling again, with the rest of the talent that you have on this defense.
Yeah, but man, hey, that linebacker is crucial, man. That linebacker is crucial, man. If it wasn't for our linebackers, man, we would not be the number 1 defense.
That's right.
Bond was all over the place, man, making tackles. Intercepting the ball. Very, very smart, man. It feels good to have a linebacker, at least one you could depend on that's going to make a difference. All pro. It feels good to have an all-pro linebacker.
That's just
so everybody else, it will be fine.
When the last time you heard all-pro linebacker on the Eagles? Have all-pro linebacker? Was the first all-pro linebacker?
Who?
Was he the first all-pro linebacker, middle linebacker we had?
Who, Brooks?
No, Bond. Is he the first all-pro linebacker we ever had?
Probably.
Not outside pass rusher linebacker, like a middle linebacker guy.
Yeah, I don't know, man, but it is what it is, man. Hey, it's over with. The worrisome is over with, and now, hey, we on to.
I ain't trading for no receiver right now. I love Metcalf, whatever. He was good back in the day. Him and AJ used to play together. That's cool. They went to the same college at the same time. They're both dominating together, whatever. That's cool and all, but I don't think we need to spend money on DK and Metcalf. What up,
no. We don't even our offense is good, man. Our offense is good. If anything else, man, hey, beef up that offensive line. If we lose, Beckham, just beef up that offensive line. But I would not bring in no other, offensive player, man. We have John Dotson, man, is a great option, bro. I'm hoping that going to next season, man, they definitely use him a little bit more. Now you have to think, with Smitty, with AJ. Now you got Jahan Dotson that's finally getting into the groove of the offense. You don't know who to cover, man, but we just need to use them more. Even if you don't throw him the ball, okay, use him like Deebo, man. Like put him in the backfield, give him some screens. I mean, I don't care, but you got to utilize everybody on that offense.
Those Saquon runs, because I had a video. I don't know if I loaded it, but it was a video, and it showed a lot of Saquon runs. A lot of those runs, like deep down the field, receiver blocking. A lot of those good blocks downfield was from Jahan Dotson. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it took Jalen not to play and see a backup throw him the football. Because I think the couple of times he threw it to him, whatever, it wasn't that big of a deal. He didn't really have trust in him. But when he sat out those 2 games, and he seen one game he almost had 100 yards receiving, leading the receivers. And then the next game, when it started out, he still had a good game. I think, and then we went into that playoff game. The first one scored a touchdown. It gave Jalen hope and faith about him. So I think now moving forward, that's another guy he can rely on. He goes, hey, I can get that guy the ball. Because like Jahan Dotson said, like he just doesn't get his opportunities. He is a first-round pick. He is a top-flight receiver too. You just need the opportunities to show everybody that he can do his damn thing. I think moving forward, definitely Jahan Dotson to do his damn thing for sure. But let's talk about the other extension, the big extension. We didn't even have to do this extension. My guy, Saquon just got paid, last year this time. But he did all that, and now he's the richest running back of all time. For one, it's well-deserved. For two, it was such a smart move by Howie. Saved us like $7 million on the cap of re-signing him now, man. How you feel about the move, my guy?
Look, I like it, man. That was unexpected, like you said, man. Like we signed him for 3 years last year, but I could see why Howie Roseman did it, because if Saquon goes out this upcoming season and put up 1,800 yards rushing, and then going into the offseason, going to his last year of the contract, because he was signed for 3 years, right? Yeah. So that means that if Howie did not extend him next season, he goes out and have a big, season again, and now you got to worry about, man, okay, the cap, like who else is gonna set the running back market? So I like the extension by Howie Roseman. We have Saquon until 2028, I believe, right now. I mean, big move by Howie. Look, we could almost guarantee he might retire. We're like 90% sure he might retire as a Philadelphia Eagle. So I like the move. I heard some Philly sports commentators saying, hey, it's a bad move and you don't pay running backs. But I'm telling you, Howie is always ahead of the game. Yes, I understand the Bryce Huff situation, man. I don't know how this was so bad. This Bryce Huff, man, I didn't see that coming. But I'm also hoping with the Josh Sweat, if he doesn't come back, now Bryce Huff is supposed to be healthy going into, next season as the guy now, him and Nolan Smith. Hopefully, he showed why he was worth that money if he's still on the team, But I don't think you could trade him, but we'll see. But definitely, man, that's why people was like, oh, my God, you paying this guy a big extension, and hopefully he's not a bust. But he's not a bust, man. This dude should have been the MVP of the league. And look, you get him for a total of 4 or 5 years, man, on the team, man. Like, man, I already knew it was going to be a good one when Howie Roseman and Saquon Barkley was hugging each other. And he said, you believe in me? No, you believe in me. Like, man, you saw that.
That was
you got that clip?
Hold on, I got that too. I got to find out. That was I love that part. That was pretty tight. Let me see.
Yeah.
But like you said though, again with the Bryce Huff thing, like I'm thinking like after the second time he got hurt, BG, Nolan, all those cats were playing at such a high level.
Yeah.
They had no choice but to let them sit down and sit back, what I'm saying? Chill out and see what you can do type thing. Because they were all playing at such a high level that you weren't gonna stop them. You don't want to take carries away from these guys. Like, you want to let them keep doing what they were doing. So I think that's the real reason why Huff. I think if he didn't get hurt the second time, when he came back and then he got hurt again, maybe if he didn't get hurt that second time, then maybe I think he would have stayed. Let me see. Where is it at? Is it this one? I think it's this one right here. Hold on. Let's add that. Yeah, and if he didn't get hurt then, I think maybe he would have stayed out in the field. But since he got hurt again, it was like, okay, now we see our team winning. We seen that we can win without him. So that's the reason why we move forward. Let's see. I think this is a clip.
You believed in me. You know you believed in me, bro. You believed in me. I'm so proud of you. I love you. I'm so happy for you, bro.
See, that right there says a lot, man. That right there, I believe the conversation in the offseason was, hey, come sign with us. You know, we know you're talented. All you needed was to be on the Philadelphia Eagles. Trust me, I'll take care of you if you take care of us type of situation. Because that conversation seemed like it was so genuine, so personal, right? Like when Saquon in the offseason to come sign with the Philadelphia Eagles. So, I mean, that was very genuine, man. And I already knew from that clip right there that he was going to be a Philadelphia Eagle forever.
He
like
said
he was going to retire.
I want to be an Eagle.
Zach Bond.
I want to be an Eagle till it's over is what he said, for sure. Let me see. I had another clip I wanted to see. Did I have that quote when he said it? Which one is this one? Zach Bond. I hate when I'm not on my computer. I can see all this stuff a lot more bigger than when I see it on my phone. So bear with me, guys. Bear with me. Was that it right there? Is that Saquon? Yeah. I'm trying to be remembered as an Eagle. So he already had a point where, like, F the Giants, okay? I want to be remembered as an Eagle, an all-time great Eagle. And he's already broken all our records his first year. Like, so your own pace, my guy. You can be remembered as an Eagle. Forever as an Eagle, my guy.
Yeah, that says a lot, man. That says a lot. And that says a lot about the culture, man. It seemed like every player that comes to the Philadelphia Eagles, regardless what team they were on before, like Jake Long, right? That's his name, Jake Long. What's his name?
Chris Long.
Oh, yeah. Jake Long is his brother.
Yeah.
So Chris Long, man, like he played 2 years with the Philadelphia Eagles. Like, yo, all his podcasts, you know what I mean? Everything. He never mentioned no other team he played for besides the Philadelphia Eagles, man. He knows freaking Alshon Jeffrey. I mean, all these players that was free agents that came to play for the Philadelphia Eagles, they always want to be, you know, remembered in Philly, man. Like, it says a lot about the organization, man. Like, they will take care of you if you are that player. Like, you know what I mean? As long as you ain't T.O., I guess. You know, don't start no shit, won't be no shit type of situation. Like a lot of these players love the culture of the Philadelphia Eagles, man. The fans, the city itself. So yes, so I could see why Saquon was like, "Oh, thank God, I'm away from the Giants. This is a winning organization, man. Like the vibe is different." So yeah, I can see why he wants to be an Eagle for life and be remembered as Philadelphia Eagle, because you can say that he had some good time with the Giants, but look, when you're not winning, man, you miserable, man.
Yeah.
Like when you know for a loser,
never even like a year close to that. You know, I think his best year at the Giants, his rookie year, 1,300 yards rushing, but he had 2,000 all-purpose yards that year. You know, he's in a rookie of the year type shit. Like that was so long ago. You know what I'm saying? Like even the good year when they went to the playoffs and made it to the second round. I think that year he had like 1,300 yards rushing. This fool just got off of a 2K season. 2,000 yards, 700 more yards. You know, he could have had like 30, 40 touchdowns if we didn't have the push tush. You know what I'm saying? He could have a lot more touchdowns than the 14 he had. He could at least have 25 for sure. And think about it. If he would have had those touchdowns, he would for sure hands down been the MVP. Hands down.
Oh, yeah.
That number would have catapulted him for sure into the MVP. He made the first team All-Pro. He made, the Pro Bowl, but that would definitely catapult him to the MVP. He would have won it for sure. That wouldn't even be questioning it. And I think that's what's so fucked up about him not winning it, because you know in your head the reason why he didn't have those touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have to push this, and he knew that coming in. That's why he didn't have a touchdown escalade on his money making he made last year. He made a lot
But
of money.
tell his ass to stop stopping. Hey, look, why don't you tell Barkley to stop getting caught at the 1 yard line? How about that? You tell him keep running and stop looking behind and stop getting caught from behind. If he ain't get caught from behind a few times, he would have got a touchdown. You know what I mean? So I don't care, man. But anyways, look.
But it looks so sweet. Look at this.
Home run. Saquon Barkley showing the speed. Saquon Barkley's the guy.
And I like that. I didn't like it so much, Giants clips and that, but it showed you from the start that people doubted his skills before he came to us. And that shows you right there. He was doing everything. See, he hurled over a guy forward, but when you get to an elite team like the Eagles, you can learn how to do that backwards. Backwards. And make it a little bit more pretty. It's a little bit more easier for you to do what you need to do back there.
Yeah. I don't think that people was sleeping on him. I think people knew how good he was. No, I think that people knew how good he was. He was a first-round pick for a reason, a top 5 pick for a reason. I just feel like he did not get the opportunity, just like Zach Bond did not get the opportunity to shine because on the bad team, right? You know what I mean? So now he got his opportunity, man. I've been knew how great he was. He's a Penn State guy. Of course, I'm a Penn State guy. But at the end of the day, man, look, this probably is going to go down as the best offseason acquisition in NFL history.
Yeah.
Like, no lie. No other team to get this guy in his prime, first year, I mean, breaking all-time records and winning the Super Bowl. Like I can't remember.
Marshall Faulk, right? Marshall kind of did it with the Colts. Then went to the Rounds, greatest show on turf. It was the first, 2,000 yard back, 2,000 all-purpose yard back out there. That's kind of similar. But my deal is like, you compare like a CMC to like a Marshall Faulk. You don't compare Saquon Barkley to those guys. Because Saquon's a pure running back, okay? He didn't, like CMC got 2,000. When he got that fat deal, he got over 2,000 all-purpose yards. This fool ran for 2,000 yards by itself.
Yeah.
No one even talks about his receiving yards he got this year. I think he had like 300 yards receiving too. So he had total of how many all-purpose yards. That's why they say he had the greatest season any skill position player besides quarterbacks. Because if you add those receiving yards too, the running by itself was the most ever. But you had the receiving yard. That's like the most ever by anybody ever.
Yeah, if you had those receiving yards, it's almost 3,000 all-purpose yards because he broke the most rushing records in the season with 25 something, and then he had like 300 something receiving yards. So yeah, I mean, look. That's what I'm saying. This may go down as the dumbest move by the Giants and NFL history, and one of the biggest acquisition by the Philadelphia Eagles, man, in NFL history, man. So, hey, kudos to him, man. But hey,
next though, let's see what he's saying here. Welcome. He said, "What it do, brother? New to the channel, but I'm enjoying already. Hey, hit that subscribe, my guy. Hey, hit up all. You got 71 up in here from all over the place. We're on X, we're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, on our individual channels, and on the BGN Network channel. So hit that like wherever you are. And when you get some time, go to the other side and to the other channels. Hit the like, hit the follow button, hit the post notification button. Because we do this every Tuesday. It was lucky we didn't do it yesterday because we got some new news to talk about today. That if we would have did it yesterday, y'all probably would have had to wait till next week to get the other new news. You know what I'm saying? If you're not checking our channels out individually. But hey, salute to you, my guy. Thanks for stopping by. Like Philly says, welcome. He said we need to tell Howie to creep down to Arkansas and pick up Andre Armstrong and Landon Jackson, edge rush. They fit perfectly in the scheme, and they are coachable and talented. I haven't even gotten to draft coverage right now. I was talking to Jay-Z. I'm like, man, last year I was at the Senior Bowl, covering the Senior Bowl, talking to, all these guys, talking to Q, talking to all these guys at the Senior Bowl. But this year, since we went to the Super Bowl,
yeah,
I haven't even thought about it, to be honest with you. Like, I don't care right now. I don't care about no draft pick.
I was surprised that the combine was so fast. I was like, wait a minute, we had a combine already? Yo, we still was getting ready for the Super Bowl. Like, people talking about combines and mock draft. I'm like, wait a minute. Hold up. Hey, look, I'm not used to this.
That sounds like some loser stuff to think about right now. And I'm not a loser. I'm a champion, my God. Champ. But hey, we will check those guys out, because we will do obviously before the draft. We're gonna let you know some players that we like and do that show. We're just not there yet. I guess we're like the Eagles. We're just taking our time with things right now. We're handling things in-house first. And then
we got some free agency coming up. Like, free agency is next week. The next week is free agency, man. And then the draft. And then we can talk about the draft after free agency, after we already know who we need, what position we need to fill. You know what I mean? After free agency. But right now, man, this team right here, to me, the draft is like a bonus right now, right? Like the draft is like, oh, okay, all right, let's pick up some guys. But this team, we got so much depth in these positions where I don't even know where. Okay, so all right, real quick, the draft. Where would you like to draft at? Like,
listen, and I'm glad you say that, because the draft is really heavy at edge rush, DT, and tight end. And before we get into that, I want to play this clip, because this is also another thing the Eagles can do to save even more money this year.
The Dallas Goedert situation is a really interesting one, and one I expect there to be some resolution to before next Wednesday when free agency begins. I think you could see Dallas Goedert potentially traded. I think you could potentially see him released, although I think he'll hold enough value where you could trade him. But he's essentially a free agent. He's going, and his team will ask around and see who's interested in paying him top 5 tight end money. The Eagles will have to decide if they want to pay him top 5 tight end money. And it's a tough decision to make, because Dallas Goedert is an awesome player. He's a big-time personality in that locker room, but he is 30. He sometimes misses time with injury, and it's a very strong tight end draft class. So if I were the Eagles, I would pay Dallas Goedert and bring him back. I think he is good. He's a great player. He knows the culture, and I think he's worth investing in. But it is something they're going to have to decide, I would guess, over the next week or so, in what they want to do with Goedert, and if they want to pay him or if they're going to trade him for an asset.
Because they already have reported the Eagles have talked to like 3 of the top tight ends at the combine already. So what do you think it is? Is it time to find Goddard's replacement, or is it time to re-sign Goddard? And who cares that he misses 3 games every year? Hell, our quarterback misses 2 games a year. We want to be real about it. Everybody misses.
Goddard missing 4 or 5 games every year, man. It's like in the middle of the season, man. Like every year in the middle of the season, he's getting hurt. Some kind of shoulder, some kind of something is wrong. Man, when he is on the field, man, that is the weapon that a lot of teams cannot guard against, right? I mean, he's definitely a top 5-ish tight end when healthy, man. Like, he's physical. He goes up for the ball. He could block. I mean, but the injuries, though, man. If I'm the Philadelphia Eagles, I'm extending him 2 years, right? He's still got 1 more year. So if you extend him 2 years, that means we still have him 3 more years. But that doesn't mean you cannot draft, another tight end. You know what I mean? So because like that guy said, he know the offense, man. He's been in the system. He's a real good tight end. Like, he's not no plum.
Jalen trusts him too. Jalen likes him for real.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I mean, and like his yak yards has got to be top of NFL, man. Every time he catches the ball, man, he's getting extra yards, falling forward. He don't really fumble. So I feel like if you extend him 2 years, you have him for 3 years. So that could also, create some more cap space. But I definitely would not trade him. I would extend him and then still draft a tight end maybe in the 3rd round.
Yeah, Philly said yes. It is time.
Why? Because of the injuries, though. I mean,
hey, Brick Sellett, we drafted before Brick Sellett left. Let him play a couple of years. Brick was gone. Dallas Goedert, we drafted. We drafted Dallas Goedert when Ertz still had a year or two left on his contract. So I think it could be time to go ahead and draft the guy because I don't know. I like Alcantara too. I don't know why everybody really hate on him. I think he's a pretty decent guy. Miss Ash said somebody.
Yeah, but he's not he's not a starting tight end, man. Like he's not gonna put no fear in nobody. But Dallas Goedert will.
Hurts was throwing on the ball. He was doing it pretty. Remember?
Yeah, I hear you.
100 yards.
Yeah, I hear you. Once again, I need a tight end that you're at least gonna be like, damn, yo, we gotta watch out for Dallas Goedert, right? Ferguson from the Giants. Even Zach Hurts, reliable a tight end from the Commanders. But I feel like, let me see, resign a Dallas Goedert. Let me see. I think about it. He had 500 receiving yards and he missed 7 games. Plus, Jalen was only throwing 22 passes per game, and he had to share with AJ, Devontae, Saquon, and look, our offense is stacked, man. It's really, really stacked. I mean, I never hear him complain about, hey, I didn't get the ball. And he's still young too, man. Like, I don't believe in moving from guys that young, that talented. Look, that means that we got to move on from Kobe Dean. All right, we got to move on from Kobe Dean. What?
And football. 30 is not that young in football years.
Is he even 30?
I think that's what they're saying. Hey, he's 30 years old.
Oh, man, 30. Man. When did he get drafted?
For a while.
He got drafted 2018 after we won the Super Bowl.
7 years ago.
Damn.
That's a long time.
Yeah, I mean,
he's a Philly said I would sign him, but not the top 5 money.
Oh, absolutely not. I mean,
he says hurt. So
yeah, but I don't think he's going to be a demand top 5 money though. You know what I mean? Especially if you extend him, right? Yo, like the Eagles extended Barkley, to at least keep him for another 2 years after the following year. So 3 more years after this season. So why not just do that to Dallas Goedert, man? Like Grant to me is a good tight end. He's a decent tight end, but he's no Dallas Goedert. I'm sorry. And I would hate for Dallas Goedert to go on another team. Yes, I know we got some PTSD, right? Hey, from our players went to another team.
Commanders.
Huh?
I said, well, he didn't go straight to the Commanders, but we got of good players going to division rivals and line us up.
Yeah, but like Zach
played him. McNabb.
Yeah, but Zach Hurts was at the end of his career, though. Like that's why we let him go.
He just had the best year he had.
Okay, because he wasn't. There wasn't that many options there. Like the Commanders didn't have that many options. It's like Scary Terry. Oh my God, Zach Hurts, right? And they had a rookie quarterback. What is a rookie quarterback best friend? A tight end. So of course, yes, he shined because he was with the Commanders. But if he was with the Philadelphia Eagles, he's not he wasn't the same guy. He catches the ball, he falls down. That's what Zach Hurts is. He catches the ball, falls down. He's not going to catch an extra yards, no, nothing like that.
He gets you that first down. He's a possession tight end.
Okay.
But that being said, we did get a new OC, and we're not going to talk because I know we don't know much about him. But guess what? Scott, what did I say? LaFleur, Boston College head coach. You know what I'm saying? He coached a guy named Harold Fannin in college, the Eagles bring that guy in. He's one of the top tight ends in this year's draft from Boston College. He was a baller last year. This is our new offensive quarterback coach. Jalen Hurts is new quarterback coach. He played a lot of years with a lot of different teams, coached a lot of football in his lifetime. I'm not going to act like I'm a genius in this guy's, resume or whatnot, but I did like what I did hear about him. And that is his number 1 tight end, who is a very athletic, kind of look like Kyle Pitts out there, the way he was receiving the ball. He can run block. He can do all that. He's a big physical tight end. Do you think a guy like him will probably promote his tight end in a draft? Because he probably won't go first round. You probably can get this guy, like you said, in the 2nd or even 3rd round.
I mean, I'm not even thinking about tight end. Like, honest truth, man. No, I really think that our offense, our offense is set right now. Yes, we could look for tight end in the future, but I mean, tight end is definitely not high on my draft list. Like third or fourth round, be
Damn.
good.
Dreams and
For real.
beauty.
Because look, like we already got AJ, man. Even AJ wants to get his, right? He wants to get his. Devontae Smith. Look, even though these guys got paid, but I don't believe in spending a high draft pick at a position you don't really need right now. On defense, you can, like a defensive tackle. Hey, Jordan Davis, we don't know what, you know what I mean? Like he's on the field, but really not on the field. So I'd rather go on the defensive side, you know what I mean? Especially now, next year's schedule, they're going to be coming after us. The more depth you have, the more talent you have on the defensive side. But offense, we're good, man. So let's see.
Dallas Goedert, like I said, they have a week to decide. He's on his last year of his deal. He don't have too much guaranteed money this year. That's the reason why it is a thing you got to make a decision on. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously he's going to be mad if he's only making $2 million a year, this year. And obviously, that's not fair to him either starting. But like you said, he's been hurt like every year the last fucking 4 years for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you invest back in him or you don't? And you go another route? Because, like you said, I think Calcaterra is good enough if you go draft a good rookie. I'm not saying in the 4th, 5th round. I'm talking about top 3 rounds. You know what I'm saying? You go draft one of these top flight tight ends out there and have them back up Calcaterra or even take over the starting spot over Calcaterra if they're really that good. But you do something like that, you know what I'm saying, and then maybe you can go ahead and let Goddard go. It wouldn't be that detrimental to our team, considering he's like the 4th option on the football team.
Yeah, but you're not going to let him go. You're going to trade him, right? You're going to have to get something for him. You're not going to just cut Dallas Goedert. I mean, that'd be stupid.
Well, you get compensation picks.
Yeah, but you're not going to cut Dallas Goedert, man. Like, that'd be the most dumbest thing that Howie ever did. You know what I mean? If he just cut a tight end like that. So, but we'll see, man. I don't know. Let's go.
I like Taylor from LSU. Yeah, that's good. Like I said, we're going to definitely get a show in where we're talking about these cats for sure. But that brings up another thing, dude. AJ Brown is coming up in so many trade scenarios, right? Listen, hear me out.
Entertaining that.
Yeah, Howard, right? Stop talking about Jalen. Colin Howard talking about. Listen, and I want to get straight to it. I'm not going to go through all these things and talk about it. My deal is like this. AJ Brown, for at least 3 times this year, for sure, we knew he was unhappy with how many targets. Not even like how many targets he was getting, but just the passing game in general. Because we were running the shit out of the football, right? To win a Super Bowl, we have the offensive line to run the football like that again next year. And we probably should do the same shit next year with a sprinkle in a little bit more passing, I guess. But for the most part, you just pay Saquon $20 million a year. You want to keep him rolling for his last couple of years. Good defenses and run games to win Super Bowls, dude. Do you think there is a smitty bit?
No.
When Howard was talking about the team might look a little different, you can get a 1st-round pick for AJ Brown, my God. Early 1st-round pick. And I'm not one of the guys saying I want AJ to go. Listen, I'm cool with AJ Long. He's cool with understanding his role in this offense and not expecting. Because you already heard him talk about the offense got to evolve. It had to change. What he was saying was we got to pass more next year. That's what he was saying.
I mean, we do.
Do we?
Yes, we do.
Why?
Because we just won a Super Bowl and every team is coming to stop Barkley. So I don't care how you say, well, you know what I mean? If we got an offensive line, we got this. The Chiefs, stop Barkley. Like, you know what I mean?
They didn't, though.
They did.
I don't think they did.
They did.
Listen, I just think the game plan was to pass against the Chiefs because that's all that everybody was talking about was stopping Barkley. We didn't really.
Did you watch the Super Bowl? The Chiefs stopped the run game. The Chiefs stopped Barkley.
I say that since they were focused on it, we exploited their secondary and scored a couple touchdowns in the air. That really,
You do not. You do not go into
whole season.
Hold on. Hey, look. Hold on. You do not. Hold on. You do not. You do not go into the following season with the same goddamn offense. You don't. You just don't. Like, you do not repeat, with the same goddamn offense. We're not going to run for 2,000 something yards. It's not happening. Because every team, okay, you are unrealistic and I'm realistic, okay?
Listen, I'm always.
You do not go. We are not going to run to a Super Bowl.
That was BG told you that, okay? So that's true.
Bro, all right, come on. Like,
okay?
I don't want to entertain nonsense, man. This is nonsense.
See,
yo, you've been more wrong than right. That's how I got 4 jerseys from you already, and you owe me another jersey because you always wrong.
Listen, what I'm saying. If your offensive lineman came in during the freaking bye and told you we are better suited to run the football, we are people that like to run the football more than we like to pass block, and then you do it, you become the greatest run team ever, and you win the Super Bowl. Why would you want to change it? Everybody from week 6 on tried to stop Saquon Barkley, couldn't do it. Teams had 2 shots at stopping Saquon Barkley. The Packers had 2 shots to stop him. He still ran all over him. Washington had 3 shots to stop him. He still ran all over him. The Rams had 2 shots to stop him. He still ran all over him. Everybody knew that Super Bowl, that's what they were going to focus on, was trying to stop Saquon Barkley. So we passed the ball. It's just like what we did against the Steelers. They wanted to stop Saquon Barkley. They had the best run stop defense. So we just passed the ball. Like Jalen said, we do what we got to do when we got to do it. So obviously, if everybody pushing the, I'm going to, when they go in that first drive, they see that, okay, they're really making an emphasis to stop Saquon Barkley drive. Instead of us worrying, oh my God, what are we going to do? We just pass the football. We got 2 of the best receivers in the game. That's how it's going to be next year too, I believe. It's like, we don't have to do the pass game. We don't have to do the run game. But we can start out with the run game because that's what our offensive line likes. That's what our quarterbacks likes. And that's definitely what our running back likes. So why change it up when you don't got to? You got to make it seem like people try to make it seem like other teams can stop that. There's nothing they can do to stop the biggest offensive line in football, period. It's just like the 95 Cowboys when they won 3 straight championships because they were the biggest offensive line in football and they ran Emmitt Smith over and over and over again. They won the goddamn Super Bowl. That's why Troy Aikman made it to the Hall of Fame, but he didn't have any passing yards because they ran Emmitt Smith and Troy threw it when he needed to throw the football to Michael Irvin and the rest of those guys. Why stop it? If it's a winning formula, you cannot, like, physicality. Not only are they like the biggest offensive line, but they're the best offensive lineman in the league. So you can't coach nothing better than that. Why do you think every time a big pass rusher go against the Eagles, we stop them? When the number 1 rush defense, the number 3 rush defense, the number 5 rush defense, whenever they come, we still run on them because we do what the fuck we want because our line is too good to change that. So I don't.
The problem is defense coordinators get paid too. They get paid. Wait, before you say anything, no. Defense coordinators get paid too. Now you have a whole off season, so we can't say that some quarterbacks are going to drop off like a Jaden Daniels, right? Because now he's going to a second year. Now you got more tape. Look, most likely than not, we may not have the same offensive line with Beckham possibly being gone, whatever it is. You do not want to run your running back into the ground. You do not.
That's why you give Saquon.
Because that's why the running back life is not that long because go ahead.
It's a legacy now. He felt pressured this year running for the most yards he's ever ran for in his life because he didn't get touched very often. That's what you're missing. That's why everybody Emmitt Smith, the all-time leading rusher, he's so great. He took 6 years after because you're
talking about back in, like, come on now. Like, we know the league is different now. The league is different now, man. The league.
We had the
okay. All right, let's go back to AJ, man. This conversation is not ever going to go like anywhere we want. Let's go back with AJ. I agree with AJ. You have to change your offense, even though you don't, but you have to. You have to tweak it a little bit, just like he said. He ain't say change it completely. He said we cannot have the exact same offense. You cannot go into every game saying that we're going to run Saquon to the ground. We just pay this guy, you know what I mean? Extend him 2 more extra years. The running back shelf life is not that long. So yes, you need him to get some touches, but at the same time, you do have AJ, Devontae. Why are you paying these guys then? Why not just let all your receivers go and just run the ball with some random receivers?
You can't do that because now you mess up the dynamic. The reason why it works so well for both. AJ still got 1,000 yards receiving. Smitty had a nice season receiving. It works well for both because both are threats. You gotta respect the pass game. And if you don't respect the pass game, we're going to run down your throat. Now, we have the best line in football. Like I said, we have the best back in football. Those two things together, you're not wearing and tearing on the guy that's not getting touched. 5 yards down the field, half the time, he don't get touched at all. He just broke the record for most 60-plus yards runs in NFL history because he does not get touched very often. Okay? So you're not wearing tear. He's just running free. You're not putting that wear. That's why Emmett lasted so long because he wasn't getting touched. We got this offensive line.
Going back to Emmett, man. This is a long time ago.
I'm trying to give you a good comparison.
No, it's not a good comparison. It's not.
Emmitt Smith had the biggest offensive line in football during that time, and right now the Eagles have the biggest offensive line in football. So there is a comparison. They have the biggest offensive line in football, and that's the reason why the offensive lineman went to the offensive coordinators and told them we want to run the ball. It's because that's what they're good at. They're bigger than everybody else. They can play bully ball, and that's what we did here and won a Super Bowl.
Got it. Okay, let's move on. I'm got nothing to say. I'm tired of being a dead horse, man. We cannot have the same offense, but you think we can? No, this is going to be. You want the exact same offense, which is not going to happen.
Boston College is supposed to be really innovative in terms of what he did with Boston College in their offense, right? And then you got, our guy, that in-house offensive coordinator. It's probably going, AJ likes the guy. He likes AJ. So I'm not saying we're not going to pass the ball a little bit more. Do I think we need to pass the ball a little more? Like we pass the ball 22. But what everybody said, the sweet spot for Jalen is between 20 and 25 passes a game. So we were at 22. So what? We pass the ball an extra 3 to 4 times a game is all I say in terms of tweaking that offense. You don't want to – once you start getting Jalen Hurts in the 30s and 40s, it don't look as nice. Let's be honest. It don't. Because he's not that guy. He's a guy that's going to run you the ball and then pass the ball when it's crucial and ready to go. So if you want to pass the ball more, you're throwing out of what we wanted, and that's why Jalen won the Super Bowl, because you took the ball out of his hands so many times. When we were throwing the ball 30, 40 times a game, we were 2-2. Not looking good.
I hear you. Come on, let's move on, man, because we've been a dead horse.
Okay. I'm just letting you know I had to, make it clear. Let's talk about our boy.
Look,
Big Play Slay. Big Play Slay. You know what I'm saying? Big Play Slay is scheduled to be released. It most likely will be released. Like I said, we did it before where we re-signed him, let him go out there, see how much money he was going to get, re-signed him. And this is what Big Play Slay had to say about re-signing with the Philadelphia Eagles. Let's hear what they said on the facility. I love the facility, but that's such a good show. Let's see.
No, it's
interesting. I'm somewhere in between.
Oh, that's real.
It's a stupid show. Hey, look,
what was your message to the team, though?
Hey, all things being equal, because I want to hear it. I want to hear it here first. The money's equal. Everything is equal. Where does Darius Slay want to play next year?
The money's equal and everything is equal. It's Philly for sure. It could be whatever. You know what I'm saying? As long as the money nice. If anything, if Philly doing what I want to do, we in Philly again. It's my first time actually seeing the free agent market if I ever get to it. If I don't get to it, but I never been a free agent before, so I don't even know how I really got down work, honestly.
That sounds like to me like if they want to pay me, I'll stay. Nah, I'm gonna go get paid wherever they want to pay me.
Okay, he could go. I mean, he could go. We all saying the same thing. Like, he was supposed to go like 2 years ago, but now we are comfortable with letting him go. Like, the facility show to me is stupid. Like, these guys are ignorant. Like, they don't know what the hell they be talking about sometimes. They go wherever the wind is going.
They don't know what they talk about most.
Who? What happened?
I said Acho and Chase, to me, are the ones that go
and
back.
Shady, too. And Shady just say anything for click.
Wait, I'm gonna play it after we talk about it.
Come on, hurry up. No, go ahead. Hey, play Shady, man.
Now this was I love Shady McCoy. I do love Shady, but this was the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. Shady don't ever talk like this on TV ever again.
Deebo's the best player in football when the ball's in his hands. Running back or wide receiver.
People just be saying shit.
Laughable shit I ever heard in my life.
Hey, he just be saying shit, man. Like a lot of like to me, because this is the reason why I said that they don't watch the Philadelphia Eagles. Like I told you, I'm not moving Cooper outside. I'm keeping him in the nickel. You know what I mean? So all you gotta do is plug Rodgers, Rango on the outside, and that's it. They're talking about, well, you got to move Cooper on the outside. You lose 2 starters. No, you don't. Do you know who's on the Philadelphia Eagles at all? Like, do they know who's on the Philadelphia Eagles? Because if you move Cooper on the outside, who's going to play the nickel?
But do you think he had it in this aspect, right? Slay was still our number 1 last year.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was. He was still.
No, he was not.
He was number 1 over Q last year.
Only you would say that. He wasn't covering the number 1 guys. He was not.
Even you last year was like, oh, he's number 2. He's not getting the number 1 guy all the time. That's why his stats look so good, because he wasn't always on the number 1 guy. Is why his stats look so good. He was so shut down. You said that last year.
What? On Slay? I never slayed.
On you.
Slay is not our number 1 guy.
Last year.
I told you no, he was not. I told you that. No, he's not. He was getting burnt a few times. Yo, I was like, no, Slay is the second guy. Veteran presence wise, yes, you can say that he's the number 1 guy, but he wasn't covering the number 1 guys all year. That's why they kept on, throwing out Puka numbers versus who? Q. Those playing out Terry numbers versus who? Q. They wasn't saying versus Slay, because Q was covering up the number 1 wide receivers. But so right now we already got our number 1.
Well, I'm gonna get the clip from us, because I was telling you, well, Q was this and that. And you're like, yeah, but I don't get caught up in the numbers, because he doesn't get that many, targets against him in terms of like the good players. Slay was getting the majority of the targets against the number 1 receiver.
No, we were talking about Pro Bowls and All Pro. I said he doesn't get the numbers to be an All Pro or to win Defensive Rookie of the Year, because it doesn't throw his way, and he's not getting the interceptions. That's what I was talking about. But he was our number 1. Slay was the number 2 heading out the door. When Slay went out the game, I didn't even know, because guess what? It wasn't no drop off. So he's a great mentor, a veteran presence, and people just scared of the name Slay. They're not scared of his coverage. They just give him respect because of his name, Big Play Slay. But we are ready to move on. If he's trying to get big bucks, then we are ready to move on. And plus, we have to see what our other corners have, Rango or Rodgers, even if we bring Rodgers back. But I don't think we need him on the team now. Even he knew that.
Eli Ricks is still on the team.
I'm not worried about Ricks, but even he knew that from last year. He's saying, hey, this might be my last year, so hey, let me mentor these guys, train these guys. So mentally, he knew that he wasn't the number 1 no more. Q was, and all that good stuff. So
season number 1, as the season progressed, he moved over because they didn't switch sides. They stayed on the same side the whole year. That's why I said he was the number 1. Because they started out the number 1. They didn't know what they had in Q in the beginning. Q started locking down. Eventually, they started moving Q on a more talented receiver moving forward. But Slay has some good years with us. Let me see if this video. Yeah,
3rd and 3.
Slay video ad. Come on.
Trying to tire out the D line.
Top 5 Slay. Boom. Week 1, Slay from last. The top 5. You gotta give him we got Slay intercepting now. We got here. This movement scoring. I think that was last year. Last year we were destroying lines. We didn't play lines this year. So we were destroying lines last year. We've seen them score. best playoff interception. That was also, so I guess he doesn't really have to be the best plays this year. It's mostly last year. Pick 6 for the Saints. That was damn, it's all his best plays from last year. But this year we don't have. Oh yeah, he didn't get an interception to the playoffs, right? That was last year.
With the football is Darius Slay. Slay on the move to the outside.
So I guess last year wasn't the best year for us. So maybe it is time to move on from this guy. Because not one of those plays of his best plays was from this year.
I mean, his best plays from this year.
What? He didn't get a pick. I remember that now. He didn't get a pick to what? The playoffs. None of our starting quarterbacks got a pick to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Damn. That's weird.
It was our safety.
All them turnovers we got, but none of them happened for cornerbacks.
But we got a lot of fumbles, though. I mean, that's the thing. The turnovers came off of fumbles.
And
it wasn't interceptions.
What he had? How many picks? 4, 6, something like that.
I think he had like 1 in the regular season and then 2 in the playoffs. Bond. Yeah, like Gardner had 6. CJ had 6.
6 picks. That's a lot.
Blankenship had a few.
Blake definitely had a few. Yeah, definitely.
Like
3 or 4.
But all in all, man, look, I appreciate Slay. But if we had some rookie corners, right, saying, okay, hey, they can sit behind Slay. But we got to see what we have in Ringo, man. Next year is his last year on the Philadelphia Eagles.
So you tell me right now, if Slay takes a team friendly to stay 1 year, $10 million deal to stay on the team for his last year, because he only wants to play 1 more year, he said.
Yeah.
So a 1 year, $10 million with the knowledge that he gave Q and Dejean to make them even better 1 more year. And then you probably could mix in a little bit more Ringo. If you let Rodgers go, you can mix in a little bit more Ringo. That'd be saying, if you sign Slay to 1 more year, you'd be saying that, okay, Ringo is yours next. Because Rodgers he's going to get paid. I'm sorry. I think Rodgers is going to get paid from somebody, to be a cornerback, because he was a star already. Ringo's never had his opportunity yet. So you'll be keeping Slay 1 more year to mentor Ringo to be the starter of the future.
Mentor? How you going to mentor Ringo?
Because he mentors Q.
He needs to start then. Well, Ringo needs to start. That's the only way you're going to mentor Ringo, because he's Slay and Ringo been teammates for 3 years. So he wasn't mentoring for the past 3 years. Like, you could tell me all I want. Hey, I'm good. Hey, do that. Put me on the field. When I do something wrong, hey, pull me off. Talk to me what I did on the field wrong. Like, I don't need you to mentor me from the sideline. Yo, I need to play. So even if you take a team-friendly deal.
It's kind of deep, because it's what? His 4th year, going into his 4th year?
Who?
It's going into his 3rd year. Ringo.
Who?
Ringo.
He's going into his 4th year.
Damn. Yeah, you can.
Because I think he got drafted with Jordan Davis.
Damn, because
right?
I had to where the DB coach talked about who you think no one's talking about that, has really been good in the ring. And he said Ringo, and then he said another one of them cornerback, them young cornerback.
Yeah. That was at the Super Bowl.
Yeah. He said Ringo.
Yeah, I believe that Ringo is ready.
I feel like a team for 3 years, you haven't shown you can start yet, too. That's something to look at.
Who he gonna start over? Slay?
Yeah.
Because the name.
If he's so done.
But Rodgers, why are you paying the guy to sit?
Rodgers started out starting opposite Quignon and lost it to Slay. Or he started out opposite of Slay and lost it to Quignon.
Yeah, because he was hurt.
But you should have came back if you were the starter and took your spot back.
No, but Q was playing so good. You can't.
So what are we
Look, I'm not gonna pay Slay just to sit on the team.
Do you trust that he has another good year in him like he had this year?
his year was okay this year. It wasn't a great year.
It wasn't bad.
His year was okay. The numbers, if you watch, I'm telling you, I don't think some of y'all watched the game. If you watch the game, if these quarterbacks was on the money and stopped underthrown or overthrown, Slay was getting cooked 3-4 games, man. Like the up and out, he just don't have it no more. Yes, he had a decent year because but overall, I think that we could do without Slay. I honestly think so.
They say Asante Samuels Jr. is going to let Slay walk. Another young buck who Pops used to play for our one of the Eagle cornerbacks of all time. Salute to you. And his son can play the opposite.
Your internet is going in and out. I can't hear you.
I said, let a guy like that cornerback. It's not that old. Who's still young.
I can't hear you. What you trying to tell me? Because your internet is going in and out.
It went out. Can you hear me now?
It's in and out. It's lagging. It's like,
right now?
Huh?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, but I don't. You are so stuck on these names. I can't. Get after your fandom, man. Hey, you're the type of player. You're the type of player when you play fantasy football, you have all the Eagles on your fantasy team.
And I almost won this year. Thank you very much. The hell? I was in a championship, not you.
And lost.
Whatever. But I'm just saying.
Congratulations.
He's
you're a first place loser.
Cornerback. Would you like to have, if Slay walks, are you just strictly Rodgers and Ringo? That's it. Who you worried about filling that void? Or would you go get a talent like,
Why? Why?
He said there's gonna be some new faces on his team. Where is it coming from if you're re-signing everybody? That's what I want to know. Where are the faces at?
The draft. He hit on the draft. But I don't believe. Okay, so we just finished talking about Rango and Rodgers. Even if Rodgers walk, he doesn't like to tackle. Even if Rodgers walk, why not give Rango his shot? What do you have against Rango, man? Like, you trying to throw Trotter Jr. in there. What do you have against Rango?
He hasn't started yet.
And how many years Trotter haven't started yet either.
You're about to go to 4 years. Trotter only played 1 year last year. He made some good plays. So
he made some good plays.
Normal. For you to be on a team for 4 damn years and couldn't beat out the starters. Bradberry started one of those years. When Q started one of those years. You couldn't even beat a rookie out who's there after you.
And Trotter did not beat nobody out. Okay, next question. You just a homer, man. Anyway, man, let's go, man. Hey, we got plenty of time to talk about drafts and stuff.
Gina's still upset losing to Scrub Fantasy Football. Draft facts. Hey, okay, so we both say you want Rodgers or Ringo.
I'm okay with Ringo's being the
Rodgers,
guy.
Ringo, or Slay Stan. You got to pick one of them.
I'm going to go with Ringo.
Ringo starting next year.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with, there's something about Rodgers I don't like. Like, I love that he's so fast, but I feel like he's kind of a pussy.
Yeah. He's not a bully.
No.
He's not a bully off the line. I mean, he's more of a finesse guy.
Yes.
He's almost like Slay, though. But Slay wasn't bullying anybody.
Was not that. He made business decisions. He didn't make business decisions last year. Slay was actually making hits last year. But that's why it's time for him to go, because he got hurt so much when he was making those hits.
Yeah, he got hurt a lot. He got hurt a lot. Almost every game. Like he's on the sideline with the groin injury or like smirk, like, I don't know. But I think that Rango need a shot. He's a big physical corner. Q is not, is a big physical corner. But we cannot go into, I want to see who's our CB2. Slay for a fact is not going to be there the following year. Rodgers if he walked. So why not give Ringo the shot?
You know what? I like that too. I do like if he can win it. Like if he can win it, give it to Ringo. If Vic thinks he's ready now, because if he's not gonna be ready this year, you ain't ever gonna be ready. And he's never gonna be our number 2 corner ever. Yeah. So give him a shot. But I wouldn't be surprised if they re-sign Rodgers and then let them two battle it out too. But like I said, I don't think Rodgers fits our defense in terms of the physicality we need from our cornerback position. So yeah, that's another guy. So that's it. Who else? What other free agent we can worry about come back? So you think now that we made this move, Sweat, Milton Williams, or Kenny Gainwell? Any of them?
Yo, Ringo is only 22 years old.
Yes, he's still younger than.
He's 22 years old, and he was a 4th-round pick in the 2023 draft. So yes, like this is basically his 4th year.
Is that 2023?
Yeah.
So 2 years, yeah.
So this is going his 3rd year.
Yeah.
So we got to see what he got, man. We got to see what he got.
22, that's crazy.
Yeah, he's 22 years old.
I remember I seen someone was like, yeah, he's still younger than Q. Like,
yeah.
What? How's he still so young? He's been playing on our team for like 3 years.
Yeah.
So he was a really young, big, physical boy. And now you got a chance. You know, now that I think about it, those are 2 players that I think might really be surprising this year if the Eagles keep. And that's Ringo starting, and then not Josh Huff, but Bryce Huff. Because I think after that second injury, our ends were playing so good you didn't have to play them. It reminds me of like the Eagles did that before with another player. I don't remember right offhand right now. I remember they had a player with that they didn't really have to play him, so they didn't play him, but then the next year he played good. So yeah, if we don't trade Bryce Huff, I think he can have a big year next year. And I do think Wrinkle, 22 years old, you said he is?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, 3rd year, let's go. Let's see what you got. I like that now. Fuck. Because I think Ringo's way more physical than Rodgers. So since he's way more physical than Rodgers,
and he's 6'2" too. And he's 6'2".
How much?
Like long reach, 207.
Yeah, he's over two billies. Yeah. Rodgers, how big? The only thing Rodgers has is speed. That's really the only thing he has is speed.
Is what? Experience?
It's speed and experience too, actually.
Yeah.
So that's 2 things. He's fast as fuck. Like, I do give him that. He reminds me of like a young Deion Sanders without the picks.
All right, so Isaiah Rodgers, he's 27. I mean, they got him listed at 170, 5'10". 5'10", 170.
I was 170 as a freshman in high school. For real.
So that's why, hey, yo, he's got a man up corner, man. Yo, he's a zone corner. Like, he ain't gonna bully nobody off the line.
That's what I said. I seen it in his play last year. Yes, he made some good plays. I'm not gonna hate. His speed helped him make some good plays last year. But he's not a physical guy. He's just not. And if you want to keep this defense number 1 defense in the league, you gotta have physical ass corners. Yeah. How big is Big Play Slay?
He probably like 5'11", 1 something. Wait, let me see.
I think he's closer to 200.
Who's Slay?
Then Isaiah Rodgers.
Oh, let me see. They got Slay at 6 foot. Age 34. Damn, 34. Yeah.
Nice, Slay. See you later, my guy. You're too old, my guy.
Yo, they got him listed as 190.
Yeah, that's still 20 pounds over Rodgers.
Yeah.
When was Slay a rookie?
Slay now with us.
Fuck, dude.
Yo, he's 34 years old.
But so, like, he was drafted, like, when he was 22 or something like that.
Yeah, probably.
He's been in the year because he had a good stint with Detroit. I forgot about that. Like, I didn't forget, but I didn't realize because he's been on our team for 5 years now.
Yeah, he joined the Eagles in 2020.
Yeah, so 5 years. And then when he was if you're on his stats, when he was a rookie?
2013.
Damn.
Yeah, 2nd round pick, 2013.
Damn.
So he's going into his 13th year. and 5 years with the Eagles. So,
but would you be mad if he did want to go? I don't think with that interview. I think he knows the writings on the wall. That's why he's like, if the Eagles do what I want them to do, I'm gonna be an Eagle. But he knows, like, hindsight, he's 34 years old. The Eagles not gonna give him no fucking top nothing.
No.
Money.
Nah. Like, he already said it. Look, this is his last year, right? He only got one more year left. He said it himself. Unless he goes out and have an all-pro career next year on whatever team he's on, then he might say, okay, hey, I have 2 more years left in me. But the way his injuries was pulling this past season, I mean, he knows it. 30 years old, corner is not good.
I think he probably go back to Detroit.
Well, that's what he said. He said it's either Philly or Detroit.
Because they got a good defense. They got a good team. Half the defense was hurt last year. They're all coming back. They got a young buck and Terrion Arnold and some other cornerbacks over there. So go over there, be the vet in your hometown for one last year, make it to the NFC Championship, lose to the Eagles, and retire, my guy.
Yeah, and his foundation is over there, so he still got a lot of stuff over there. So,
like, you have to be a fucking idiot to not think the Eagles about to repeat.
A what?
A fucking idiot if you don't think the Eagles about to repeat.
I mean, look, we never know how the NFL season is going to shape out. We don't.
Like,
we do not.
We are all-star team, my guy.
Okay.
All-star
right,
team.
well,
and they backed it up with a championship. We're the champs right now. Like, we don't really have to get that much better. We just got to stay consistent and add a couple pieces to what we were last year to repeat next year. But how many times the Chiefs lost players that are worse and still won Super Bowls? I think that we got the talent to go do it again, with or without Slay, with or without the only guy. If you can re-sign one more player, that's a free agent on our football team, because you got redoing. I guess I'll throw Goddard in there. Redo the Goddard contract. Kenny Gainwell, Milton Williams, Josh Sweat, Isaiah Rodgers, Becton. Give me 2 of those guys for sure. If you're Howie Roseman, you can feel confident about winning another Super Bowl if you just sign 2 of these guys.
I definitely think edge rusher. It's got to be Josh Sweat to me, man. Like, he's consistent. Like, no lie. If nothing else, he is consistent. He'll give you about 6-7 sacks, every year. But this year, I think that he took another step forward. I think that Vic Fangio unlocked something in Josh Sweat. Like, he was like, hey, you're the man. Go get, he pinned his ears back and was going after the quarterback, regardless if he got a sack or not. He was always in the backfield. And he's homegrown too. So, I really think if we keep him, right, we'll be okay on the defensive line. Keep that nice rotation going, with your edge, with Nolan Smith, with Josh Sweat. And now you could just add some depth behind it. But at least you know what you're going to get.
So we still got Huff too.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. The rotation. You know what I mean? Like, Huff is in a rotation, whatever. But at least you know that he's not going to be complaining, whining. Look, he already know what he is about as long as he gets his money. So Josh Sweat to me is definitely one. And the last one, man, I mean, it's a luxury. Beckham, right? Because I feel like he could easily take over for Lane Johnson, because we know that Lane Johnson every year is waiting 2-3 games, but this past year he played very, very well.
Yes.
I mean, and look, the Philadelphia Eagles was really lucky to be healthy most of all last year. And if we did get a player hurt, we had depth behind that player from people that have been on the team the previous year, right? Even when Beckham went out, we had steam. If Johnson went out, we have steam, to play him, for Johnson. But at the same time, man, we were very healthy. Offense-wise, AJ missed a couple, but we had Devontae. Devontae missed, we had AJ. So it was always like we had enough to go out and still be the best team on the field on any given Sunday. but I still think that Beckham, this is an all-pro guard, man. Like, you're not going to find that on the market. And yes, I know that, Stoutland University is a real thing, but that big, that physical, no other team got a guard that big. This dude's like 6'7", 6'8", almost 3. And he's mobile. You know what I mean? And
of a lot of great players last year.
Yeah,
he punked the shit out. Like, I haven't seen. To be honest, like, it's been a long time since maybe the Brooks year. In terms of guards, like, who punked the shit out of people. Like Becton, that's why I'm shocked he wasn't on first team All Pro. That's why I'm shocked.
He missed a couple of games. I think because of his little injuries a little bit.
But he wasn't even Pro Bowl. That's what's shocking to me. Like, this guy punked the shit out of a lot of people last year. Like, get out of my way. Move. If I had to go 2, right, I'm obviously on board with you. I believe in Josh Sweat. Like, he's done it consistently enough years. And especially after last year, because the year before last, right, he kind of dipped a little bit. It wasn't that progression.
The whole defense dipped. The whole defensive line dipped.
Yeah. I'm not saying it wasn't good. The whole defense definitely dipped. But obviously his play dipped with the rest of the defense, period, right? But
his what?
In this year that he's still that dude. And he made a lot of big plays, my God. Like,
a lot of big plays.
It's homegrown, like you said. And I think that we have to, if we go get Josh Sweat, give him his money. Like, you gave Saquon, who was only 1 year here. You gave Bond, who was only 1 year here. You go take care of your people, and you get Josh Sweat re-signed. 1 more year, even if it's only for 1 more year.
No. Yo, he's not going to want 1 more year. He's not going to want 1 more year.
This is a 3-year deal.
Yeah, I mean, well, definitely 3, because his stock will never be as high as it is right now.
That's facts.
So he's not going to want no 1-year deal. I mean, he took a discount last offseason to stay with the Philadelphia Eagles.
Roseman fly with a 1-year deal. That's why he got a new agent too. So I say you still sign him to a 3-year deal. Fuck it. I think
it's going to have to be
better every year, except for last year, the year before last. He got better.
The whole defense was trash the year before last.
Yeah. So since you see that, you see what he did in the Super Bowl, you see what he did all playoff, you re-signed for 3 more years. So Josh Sweat for sure. Becton though, right? I was going to be with you and say Becton. The only problem I have with that is Keegan. They said Keegan was a fucking stud last year. If he never got hurt last year, Becton might have not been starting the whole year.
Oh, please. Man.
Keegan, championship squad. One of the best linemen
in college.
Yeah, but that translates in the NFL. Obviously,
sometimes it does not. Shoot. Yo, what? Wait, what happened to that bust we had on our offensive line that was good in college?
Wait. You talking about fireman? Man,
what's his name?
What was his name? Fireman guy.
Gilman.
We all knew that was a fucking. Listen, think about.
No, he was good in college.
No. Think about every bust we had on the line. As Eagle fans, we knew were shitty. Like, why the fuck did you pick him? Remember? Like, we were even thinking as fans, why the fuck did you just pick this guy? Because he was not no number 1 type guy. So, what the fuck his name was? It's
Gilman.
Who?
I don't know. I want to say
something that sounds familiar, and I might be able to think of it. What the fuck was the boy's name? Chat, y'all know who his name was. What's his name? Yep. The damn offensive lineman that we drafted first round. He's a fireman. He cared about saving fires more than playing football. I swear to God, I have his name. Like, I know I have his name like right there. It's just not gonna happen. That's what happens when you get old, I guess.
But anyway, though, man. But
you know what I'm saying? Danny Watkins, yes. Thank you, Philly. Danny Watkins, yes. Danny Watkins. We all said, what the fuck?
Was it Danny Watkins?
Yes. Danny Watkins is a fireman football player. And we all thought, what the fuck you're doing drafting this guy? Like, that's
another one. That's not the one that I was thinking about.
In terms of offensive lineman, yeah.
No, that wasn't.
It was Danny Watkins, for sure. Like, that was him. He was a
No,
fireman.
no. Yeah, but that's a fireman. But there was another one that I'm talking about. Offensive line.
That was worse than Danny Watkins?
They were about the same.
What do you think about it? Was Deebo's line, and that number 2 from Tennessee that broke Reggie White's record. Fred Barnett or Barnett.
No. This one was the offensive line, man. This one was offensive line. He was getting punked.
Danny Watkins was trash.
I don't know, man. This dude was getting punked in practices, man. Again, run over. Man, I'm gonna remember.
What I'm saying is, Stalin was even talking good about Keegan in the beginning of the year. Like, Keegan was a good guard. Like, he was on a national championship team. He was actually a good guard. He just got hurt. And that's what opened up the way. Because back then, when he first got the team, wasn't even our starting guard. They only asked him to go to starting guard once Keegan got hurt. That's what he asked back then. You want to play guard? And he was like, all right, I'll play guard. And that's what changed his whole career, was when he played guard. But before that, he was still playing tackle when Keegan was hurt, was healthy. Are you talking about the center, though, on our team? The center that's will be the next Jason Kelsey?
No.
This year?
Nah, this dude, man. No. Man, that's going to get stuck with me, man.
It's Danny Watkins. You're overthinking it.
No.
Danny Watkins was a bust, dude.
This one was a brother, man. Danny Watkins is a white man, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, nah. This one was a brother.
Are you talking about Sean Andrews?
No. Recently than that.
We drafted his brother. Or we didn't draft the brother. We traded for his brother.
Nah.
Andrews. But Stacey wasn't as good as Sean.
Nope, not that one either.
Who? You could easily go right now. I gotta go. You gotta go back.
I'm trying to figure out what
last 10 drafts from the Eagles and you'll see all the fucking names. Because it was Danny Watkins. I'm telling you, you're overthinking it. It was Danny Watkins. Hold on.
Huh? Wait, what? Wait, did you leave? Well, anyways, but anyway, man, look, I feel like the Philadelphia Eagles. Who was that guy, man? But anyway, I believe in Stoutland University. So, hey, if we do not resign Becton, I think we're still in good shape with Steen. But now we have to worry about Lane Johnson. All right. If he goes down with another injury. Let me see. He was talking about that boy who will make one step and fall to the ground. Yeah. What? Oh, man. What's his name? Yo, I know I'm not tripping, man. That was a couple years. Yeah, like, man, what was his name? But I can't remember his name. But either way, man, look, I feel like, hey, if we do have Keegan and Waiting, but man, Becton is once in a lifetime, just, a generational talent that big of a guard with Lane Johnson. Look, the reason why that Barkley was so successful is because of our offensive line, and we all know that. But we'll see what happened, man. But as far as the other free agents on the Philadelphia Eagles, Rodgers, he's hey, he could go. But hey, look, man, he was talking about old boy that took one step off to the ground. I was still trying to figure his name.
Y'all keep talking about another guy. I don't remember. Danny Watkins was a guy.
Nah, this one was a brother, man.
Look at like you said. Right?
Yo, this one, matter of fact, I think he was crying in practice that BG was punking him so bad.
So
he was getting, huh?
You think he was a tackle?
No, he played left tackle. Well, at least he tried. He got ran through. I mean, everybody was running through him. Man.
I don't get Walker was a guard.
But anyway, man. But I think about it, man.
But listen, not only do you got Keegan, right? But you got Steen too. Two guys that can play. But when Steen went in for Becton for those 2 games, it was seamless. It was seamless. So he still got Steen that was there before Becton. And like I said, I prefer Becton because he's bigger, stronger, and second year in Stout University, he probably would be the next Brooks for sure. But you do got resources there where you don't have to overspend because Becton's going to want money, man. He's going to want money.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, so now like we said,
that's when we had Peters, man. But what was his name?
Well, we had Peters, you said?
Yo, we didn't even re-sign the guy, man. Yo, we already knew that he was gone. You know what I mean? Like he
pick from us.
Huh?
You saying we drafted this guy?
Yes, we drafted this guy. Man, I just don't know.
No, because Vitae covered for Peters.
No, man.
Vitae was the cover for Peters.
I don't know.
Well, anyways, my two would definitely, like I said, get back Sweaty. Because I know everybody wants Myles Garrett. That'll be cute. And I'm not even saying, I think Howie created enough money where we could get Myles Garrett. He said he was a right guard. He said he was a right guard. So obviously, he knows what he's talking about. Marcus Smith played defense. He wasn't tackle. Yeah. He was trash too. Another high pick that was trash as fuck is Marcus Smith. But I don't even know. But like I said, I think instead of going to get Myles Garrett or any of these other high-priced guys like a old Khalil Mack or Myles Garrett or anything like that, you go ahead and resign Josh Sweat. And you
Andre Dillard.
Oh,
Dillard.
Oh shit! Who said that?
Dillard. No, I found it. Andre Dillard.
Andre was he that bad?
Trash. Dillard was trash, bro. He was getting punked in practice, crying in practice. You're getting ran over. Andre Dillard was a lost cause, man. Yo, yes. That's why we never re-signed him. And I've never heard from him again in the NFL. Once he left the Philadelphia Eagles, man. Yo, trash.
You're right. I definitely don't know him being in the league no more, for sure.
Exactly. That's who he was.
Dillard. Fireman, too. Oh, Dillard was a firefighter. No, Watkins was a firefighter. But
I don't know who was a firefighter, but I know that Dillard.
Watkins
he was.
I remember. Watkins was a white boy. He was a firefighter. Watkins. I remember he's still firefighting now. You want to look him up, but he's still a firefighter. But Dillard was trash. Now that I think about it, Dillard was trash. He was a first round pick too, right?
Let me see real quick. He was he was a first round pick in 2019. First round pick in 2019.
I love
he was out of there.
I can see if we don't re-sign Becton, why we didn't do it was because we still got Keegan and we still got Steen to play that position. So I think either one of them could play good enough. Like, yes, we have the biggest line in football, but just because we're not the biggest line overall in football doesn't mean we're not a good player. So those would be good players. Let's hear one more clip of who he thinks will be the new defensive lead on this defense. He does decide to leave.
What was your message to the team, though, before the Super Bowl? Because I saw you guys.
Wasn't it? Never mind. That's the wrong clip. But he says he thinks Blankenship's going to be a new defensive leader on the defense.
Blankenship?
And why do you look like that? Like Blake's not the man. Exciting whites?
Nah. I definitely think it's still gonna be CJ. No. He's fine, but we need the new leader on defense. It's either gonna be CJ or Bond, man. Yo, I could definitely see Bond. Hey, now that he got paid, his voice is gonna be even louder. It's either gonna be CJ or Zach Bond. Blankenship is just gonna be exciting whites is cool. But as far as the new leader on defense, it's going to be CJ or Zach Bond, man.
count, like he reminds me of the Jalen Hurts on defense.
Who?
I guess
Blankenship?
when you count him out, he always comes out with big plays. When you're ready to say fuck Blankenship, right? Especially
I didn't say that. You did.
No, I'm just saying when people are ready to say fuck Blankenship, especially in the game where he got burned or something, like fuck Blankenship, we need to move on. He makes a huge play right after. He's like Jalen Hurts. If Jalen Hurts gets a fumble or interception, you know he's about the ball out after. And that's how Blankenship is. If he gets burnt in the game, he's gonna come back at the end of the game and get you a pick.
Okay. All right. I mean, I don't have nothing to say about that. But I still think the Jalen Hurts on defense, man, I'll put Cooper.
Position Eagles are looking at a lot in this draft is safeties.
I think Cooper is the Jalen Hurts on defense.
But I don't even think people realize we got Seen too. Hello. He was a good safety. Went to Georgia. Who didn't play last year because we picked him up late in the season.
Yeah.
I don't know. This team, I feel like I want to know because from how he's done already, it's like, who are these new faces you're talking about? Because our offense, what new faces you going to see in offense? None.
But I think you're overthinking it. But I think you're overthinking it, man. He said that, hey, okay, but players on the practice squad or the backups.
He's like,
but I think you're overthinking it. He also said that we are paying a lot of players on the offense, so we cannot, just go out and get some, big time names. But you will see some new faces. Yes, the backups, the depth that we have. That's what he's talking about.
You don't think no starter is going to be replaced?
No, what?
No starter is going to get replaced.
On what?
Defense.
Yeah, Milton Williams is not going to be here.
Well, Jordan Davis, Milton Williams, they're kind of
Josh Sweat may not be here. So that's the new faces he's talking about, like the depth position behind those guys.
But people already suspect if Josh Sweat goes, you're gonna throw in Jalen Hunt. So these are
Jalen Hunt. Yeah, I mean those are the names that people don't say.
Same face you expected to see. Just like if Milton goes, you expect to see Moro Jomo step in that Milton Williams role, or Booker. If Sweat goes, you expect to see Jalen Hunt step in that role. A little bit more Nolan Smith. You know what I'm saying? Jalen Hurts and Nolan Smith should step in that role.
Okay.
In terms of like any other position, though, what other position can be a new guy?
I don't know. We just gotta wait and see.
We talked about that earlier. There could be a new linebacker. He could get a free agent linebacker and bring here. But I heard they liked their linebacker from Georgia, Walker. I think his name is
Javon.
No, the middle linebacker from Georgia this year. The linebacker. They're recording Georgia players, man. They like Georgia.
You're looking at every position. You have to. There's nothing new. Like team do scouting on every position. So in case that players fall to them, okay, What
would be your dream pick before we get out of here?
I don't know.
Your dream free agent. Would you get what about this though? I'm gonna give you a list here. Would you pick up any one of these guys? Any one of these guys right here.
Hey, don't show me offense. No.
Offense. These are all your offensive.
No. No.
You don't think none of those guys would be better than Don Johnson?
But why? That's the thing. Why? Why? He barely saw the field. Like, he barely got targets.
Adding them to, actually, you'll be adding them to Jahan Dotson.
But why?
I don't know, dude. I would take.
Like, we got Johnny Wilson still.
Fuck Johnny.
Like, okay.
I would take, goddamn, Christian Kirk.
Why?
I'll take.
To do what?
Stephen Diggs.
To do what?
Be another threat. We got to be bigger than we were last year if we're going to go repeat.
What? That makes no sense. You literally just, you know what? See, this is why I can't trust you. You literally said, well, just line up and run the ball. You know what I mean? Let's play the same offense. Line up and run the ball. And now you say, well, we got to get another receiver or a bigger threat. That makes no sense.
Like Stephon Diggs in the offense, you cannot.
He's a name.
You would not be able to do what you said they're going to do next year.
He's a name.
Saquon Barkley to stop Saquon. If you threw Stephon Diggs with goddamn AJ Brown,
it's a name.
City,
that's all it is.
I promise you, there will be no 8-man fronts ever.
Stephon Diggs. What did he do this past year? Go ahead. What did he do 2 years from now? His last year in Buffalo. Go ahead.
Buffalo Bills.
What did he do with his last year in Buffalo? So the past 2 seasons, and he haven't done shit.
He got hurt last year in Buffalo.
Past 2 seasons, Stephon Diggs is a name. That's it. We don't need a name on our offense. We have plenty of names on our offense. Yeah, that personality too, man. Like
calls a piece. He said they didn't have enough room on the 52. He said Hollywood Brown played with Jalen. That is true. Hollywood did have to play with Jalen. That'd be another deep threat target we can grab to the offense. He said offense needs to stay as is. Jalen has developed chemistry with Dawson.
Yeah.
We already got a new offseason. Keep as much normal as possible. I agree. I like our team. I'm just saying that those are some nice receivers.
They're not nice receivers. They're just names.
We'll go for a ring.
Hey, once again, you're chasing names. You're not chasing chemistry.
Still young, right? Deontay Johnson's still young. Christian Kirk's still young. That's the only ones. The rest of those guys are old. I will see. The rest of those guys are old. And you look at
you know who else is still young? Devontae Smith is still young. Jahan Dotson is still young. AJ Brown is still young. So where are we going to? You just want everybody and anybody on the Philadelphia Eagles.
Someone that might be considered a little better than Jahan. But I do love Jahan, and I am down with that. So let's get some final words out, man. Like I think we covered everything tonight, man. Salute to you guys. We just got 80 deep in this motherfucker. Salute to all you guys. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. JC Sports Talk, BIRDGANG 31, BGN Sports Media. We're on Twitter, X, Facebook, all of the social media platforms. Make sure you go hit us up. We got the best content out there. We keep it real with you. I tell you the truth. JC tells you the truth sometimes. I tell you the truth all the time. 14-3, going to the Super Bowl.
Oh my God, you and this. Everybody said 14-3, 15-2 best.
No, you were all crazy. 8-9 game win seasons, my guy.
What?
You were saying the Eagles might win 10 games or something like that.
Show me the clip. Show me the clip. I'll pay you $1,000.
What were you saying last year? The Eagles will
show me the clip that I said we're going to win. Show me the clip that we're going to win 8-9 games. I'll pay you $1,000. Go ahead.
Hold on, because I haven't won $1,000.
Yeah, show me the clip. I said 8 to 10 wins.
Gosh, what'd you say last year? You said you didn't say more than 10 games.
Interesting. Bet me $1,000.
Hold on.
I don't know what you be listening to.
What'd you say? I know you didn't say 14. You thought 14 was too much.
Everybody almost.
Okay, wait.
Almost every Eagle fan was saying 14-3, 15-2 the most. Like some people picked 13-4. No, what? Go ahead.
This year. I know you say more than not 12 games. I know that. I'll bet you $1,000 on that.
Okay.
You want to bet $1,000 you say over 12 games?
Everybody was saying.
You want to bet 1,000 for 12?
No, you told me 8-9. No, I'm not playing this. Hey, all this 12. No, you said 8. I said 8-9. Hey, you said that you tell the truth. I tell lies. So find me the clip that says 8 to 10 games. I'll pay you $1,000.
Yeah, but like I said exactly because that's what I do on the truth. I tell you the truth.
Bro, you said the same record every freaking year.
No, I didn't. Last year I didn't say
you say the same record or 17-0 until proven otherwise.
Last year, 12 games.
You say the same record almost every year.
What did you say? JCB was 2 games, 2 drops from 16-1. Exactly.
Yeah, we were a penalty flag away from winning a Super Bowl too, but shit. Yo, we didn't win, and we lose the
I'll tell you
game.
the truth, goddammit. That's 2 years that you can say this show is called The Truth. In 2 years, BIRDGANG tell you 2 exact records. And 2 exact
Okay.
I said, going to the Super Bowl, we lost. And this year I said, going to the Super Bowl, but winning. 14-3.
Hey, if you tell the truth so much, hey, why don't you tell the people how many bets you lost against me?
Listen, we talking about like in the season.
No, in season bets.
High about,
in season bets.
In season bets, I did lose. I ain't gonna lie, I'm a man. I lost a bet. You
a lot of bets. A lot of bets. Hey, you only won 1 bet against me.
That's cool. That's
one. I won like
because you take advantage of me when I'm hyped up. That's your problem.
Because you don't tell the truth.
I damn con artist.
You are drinking Kool-Aid.
I got all this green surrounding me, and I'm in that ego mode. You like to take advantage of that, which is fucked up. You spoke to my brother from another mother. You take advantage of that. Yeah, you like that jersey? Motherfucker.
Hey, you didn't get this for me.
Oh, good.
Nah, this is my Mitchell jersey. Yo, I got Mitchell. What else I got?
I know you got Devontae. No, I did get to Mitchell because you tried to say Devontae, and then I was already gave you.
Nope. You gave me this.
Oh yeah, the Kelsey jersey.
The Kelsey jersey. You gave me this. You see? Yo, hey, this is how much bets that BIRDGANG is losing. He buying me jerseys left and right. So don't trust BIRDGANG. Trust your boy, because I keep receipts. Obviously the receipts are all over me.
I won, but I don't. What did I win?
Nothing.
What I won? Right. Wait a minute. What did I? Because I remember I won. I still didn't get nothing out of it.
Because you don't win.
Money. No, I got money. We betted money on my bet, and I won the money. He said money.
Yeah. All I do is win, no matter what.
So I got the cash. I ain't got no jersey to throw up on the screen like that. He tried to throw up another jersey. I didn't even bet. And you see how he is?
Hey, you owe me another jersey, by the way.
Why? Now.
Oh, hey, Saquon did not win MVP. So I'll be waiting for my jersey. I'll let you know the name.
My guy. He was here this year.
Look, that's not my problem. You owe me another jersey. I think the next one will be a Cooper or a Carter.
Saquon should have won an MVP.
Shoulda, coulda. Hey, he didn't. But all I know is another jersey will be adding to BIRDGANG collection. It's all good, man. Look,
I just thought that too.
Hey, that's why the truth is always on top of me, though. Why is that?
No, I'm the truth. Goddamn, I tell you the truth about our team. JC just wins the fucking bets. That doesn't make him the truth.
Look, yeah, he was.
I was. He should have won it. He should have won it. Y'all know it. Who had the most yards ever? Why didn't you win MVP?
But it's all good though, man.
Damn it!
Hey, you have a bounce back year.
I beat you in fantasy football too.
Did you get money for it? Yeah. Hey, where's your evidence? I got my evidence right here. All right, man. Good show.
Anyway, good show. And I'm done with JC because we're gonna he's dumb. Okay, he's very rude. I'm light.
Oh shoot! Hey, look, guess who you look? I see got a Wentz jersey.
He just likes to show off.
I got a Wentz jersey. Oh shoot! I just got all my. I like this one though. I do like this one. This is the AJ Brown Super Bowl jersey.
First Super Bowl.
Yeah. I like this one too. This is one of my favorite ones, actually. But I do have a lot of jerseys though, man. Like I just don't wear jerseys. I just collect them from losers and stuff.
This next season, all my bets. Forget the money. We're betting jersey because I need some jerseys to throw up. But yeah, JC lost. But I ain't got the cash no more to throw up. And hey, look at his money. Yeah. And I do not like how you just threw up all the jerseys I lost to you, dirty Sanchez mofo.
All
Final words. The Eagles are about to be the next dynasty. Jalen Hurts is next Tom Brady. Okay? If you look at Tom Brady's first 5 years and Jalen's first 5 years, Tom Brady went to 2 Super Bowls and won 2. Jalen went to 2 and lost 1. But the stats, Jalen has better stats than Tom Brady the first 5 years. I think Brady, the first year after he lost the Super Bowl, the first person he went to was Tom Brady and his crew. He learned some shit. Then he went to the Mannings. He learned some shit. And now he's about to be the next Tom Brady, Peyton Manning type quarterback out there. He's not going to lose no more. Jalen doesn't lose. I don't think he's going to lose moving forward. We're about to be the next dynasty. Eagles about to win the next two Super Bowls. What you got to say? Final words, my guy.
Look, get ready for some fireworks, man, and get ready for unexpected moves by the Philadelphia Eagles, whether they're getting rid of guys or signing guys. Because right now, look, it's all about tweaking this team. You're not rebuilding, retooling, just tweak a little bit. But I got a feeling that Howie's not done. Howie's not done making moves. And I can't wait to see what Monday brings, which is when the tempering period for free agency opens. Yes, so next Tuesday's show might be, lit. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of moves that's about to be made across the NFL. Oh, hey, we didn't even talk about the Commanders getting Deebo.
Oh, shit. We got to talk about that before. Because we did play this clip where Shady said the dumbest shit I've ever heard him say as an Eagle fan.
Yeah, but we definitely could talk about that next show. But because we also gonna get some Cowboys news in, with that restructuring, CeeDee Lamb restructuring. Now they got some cap space.
They probably made some cap. They're trying to be like the Eagles now. You heard them say. I think we played it 3 shows ago when Stephen Jones come out like, "Oh, we want to be more like the Eagles and the Niners and all these other teams that do such great things that we don't do." So he went out, they re-signed Dak and CD and opened up $50 million in cap space. So good job for you folks.
Yeah, we're definitely going to see, how much better the division got within the moves that they're making. So next show, we definitely going to talk about the division first before we get into the Philadelphia Eagles with all the breaking news. So, yeah.
So make sure y'all stay locked in with us, man. We got 81 up in here. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. BIRDGANG 31 channel on YouTube. That's where we make our money at. It's the YouTube site. So YouTube, we love you everywhere. But if you can, come over to YouTube, hit that like, hit that subscribe. We on X, we on Facebook, we on X. I already said we're gonna be on Instagram this year too. So watch out for Instagram. Follow
on TikTok up in this
everything this year. We're gonna definitely move to Apple iPod this year. This is gonna be the next. It was gonna be season 3 of The Truth, or is it season 2 of The Truth? We're at 61 episodes, so it gotta be season 3.
But I am on TikTok. If you're not following me on TikTok, hey, you have to go follow me on TikTok, man, at JC Sports Talk 1 on TikTok. This is me on TikTok right here.
One everywhere.
Look, this is me right there. So if you're not following me on TikTok, please go follow me, JC Sports Talk 1. All right, BG.
All right. Well, I'm going to leave y'all with some remembrance of the last Super Bowl. And one of my clips, it's a long clip, so you're going to see a little bit of it, then we're going to cut out of here. It's going to be cut off. But we're going to start it right now. Salute to you. Fly, Eagles, fly.
Go Birds.
Go Birds. We out.
On everybody, man, and welcome to the